Yep, gave me some coffee right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's yours truly again, David Squeeze Annakie on the radio. It's called The Morning Ride. And of course, maybe you see, by the way, for the folks who are watching me on Facebook, it's a little bit dark in the studio / office that I've got here because it's very dark on the outside, very foggy on the outside. I don't know if anyone is seeing this. Let me just turn this thing down here, turn my headphones down. So if you're seeing me looking a little dark, yeah, it's because maybe I should turn the lights on in here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cruising with the Case Handler. That's Cruising with an attorney who's a personal injury attorney. Love this brother. He has done so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the Caribbean community and beyond. He has sought millions of dollars, settled millions of dollars, and I'm talking about over $100 million. So when you get hurt in an accident, who you want to call? Definitely not a Ghostbuster. You want to call the case handler. So right now, David Squeeze Annakie right here on this radio station is saying to you, the most important thing that you can do on this day is to save this phone number for when and if you get hurt in an automobile accident, which we spoke about yesterday, a slip and fall accident, no matter how small, how large, okay? A medical malpractice. No matter what you're thinking, you call the case handler if you've got a doubt in your head about what happened in that hospital. And also, God forbid you work in the construction industry and you get hurt. Do you know how much money you would lose over a lifetime if you don't have the right handler, the right attorney, the right man, the right firm? You got to get the case handler. If you are working on a construction site or you get hurt at a construction site, you need this man because you want to get the maximum compensation because you only have one chance. Eminem said it. You've got one chance, only one chance. So ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Cruising with the Case Handler. Adam, what's up, man?
Good morning. Now I can't get that in my head. It's like, who are you going to call? Case handler.
Exactly. Who are you going to call? Case handler. You get into an automobile accident, case handler. Slip and fall, case handler. Medical malpractice, case handler. Construction accidents, case handler. That's who you're going to call. What's up, man?
Not much, man. Just heading in, business as usual. We had a great response to yesterday's show. A lot of people calling and saving that number. And as I said yesterday, it's the number that I hope nobody ever has to call, because if you have to call that number, things have gone terribly wrong. Either you've gotten hurt commuting to work or going to see family in your car, or maybe you're a pedestrian leaving a supermarket, or you're on that construction site and something falls on you, or you fall off of something, or you're otherwise hurt by a dangerous work condition, or maybe a loved one is the victim of some medical negligence or some nursing negligence in a nursing home. We don't talk about those too much, but those are extremely serious cases. And as the majority of our nation's population moves on to that stage of their life in which, maybe they need assistance caring for themselves, or maybe they're not even able to care for themselves at all, and you entrust that loved one with a nursing home and expect that they'll be taken care of just as well, if not better, as you and your family members would have done at home. But then you get there and you see they're being mistreated or malnourished, or maybe they have got those sores on their body. And those are some of the most serious and disturbing and tragic cases that we deal with. But you know what? They've got to be held accountable. Like any single accident case, like any single personal injury case, if you've caused damage to somebody, you are responsible under the law to make sure that the medical bills are taken care of, and of course their pain and suffering is properly compensated for. Although I'm not sure how you properly do that in one of those cases, but we figure a way and we go for the maximum dollars, because as you said, and as we always say, you got one chance only to get it right. So you better make sure that you have an attorney that's going to fight for you and make sure that you maximize that recovery the first time around.
You know what I want you to touch on, and you touch on, and I totally had forgotten that also. Let's talk a little bit about the nursing homes. All right, very, very important. And what kind of accidents have happened in there, the accidents that you have experienced, what you have heard people say and all of that. stuff, because we
Yeah.
have a lot of nurses
Um,
that work out there, and they've seen many things happen. People have gone there to actually people have brought their loved ones there to actually get help, and so much has happened. So tell me a little bit more about that.
yeah, so I'm gonna hit that dead spot. This is my new signal. This means keep talking because I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna hit that dead spot. But if I do, you kick in.
By the way,
The nursing home
yeah, go ahead.
the nursing home cases are all kinds of cases. You have situations where somebody's maybe fallen, out of bed, or fallen out of a chair, or fallen while walking. A lot of times, these patients in nursing homes
Yep, you hit that spot.
are known with.
Yep, he hit that spot. The case handler, he's cruising, so that's the reason why he just went in and out. Okay, so he'll be back in a few seconds. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking with the case handler. He's a personal injury attorney at the law firm Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. I vibe about this brother because, and I'm very elated every single day. I'm always ready to get loud with a lot of people in a positive way, how much money he has settled for so many people out there. So I want people to understand. There's one phone number that I need for you to save, and that number happens to be 844-774-3529. Dial the number, let it ring about 20 seconds, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. I see Kafil, Mr. Cool Morgan is tuning in. Adam knows who that is. That's one of our friends.
Oh my God. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember. We were at a bar probably about 12 years ago, and you came up with the great idea that I should be renewing my vows with my wife,
right?
And you were the pastor, and Kafil was my best man.
Yeah, exactly.
With a bottle of Hennessy in his hand. I love it.
Yeah, he's actually watching us on Facebook, on David Squeeze Annakie's Facebook page. But don't forget the case handler page. That's the more important page. It's even more important on my page, because once again, if you get hurt in an accident, you want to go with this man. All right. So you were saying, Adam.
Yeah, so the nursing home, we have situations, that patients are known fall risks, and maybe, they're supposed to have the bed rails up, and somebody leaves them down and they fall out of bed and they break a hip, or they're in a chair and, nobody's assisting them getting up, and they get up and they fall and they hurt their knee or bang their head. We have those unfortunate bed sore cases in which people are bedridden or mostly bedridden, and they're not being turned and cleaned properly. Those could be such cases that I've seen people, starting with a little sore on their heel, turn into a loss of a limb. It's tragic. And these photographs, David, you should see. It will break your heart. Again, it's like, if you bring your child to a daycare or a nursery school, and you come back and you see something that no parent wants to see, but that's the same thing. You see something that no child wants to see of their parents. So extremely serious cases, but those cases are cases that we work on all the time. Medical malpractice cases, we handle. They're tough cases though, so we're very, very selective. Just because you have a bad outcome, or just because you're not happy with the doctor's services, doesn't mean you have a medical malpractice case. The law is on the side of the doctor, and I think generally for good reason, because you want to give doctors the ability to make split-second decisions without fear of being sued. Right. Obviously, they can't deviate from the standard of care. They still have to do what's appropriate under the circumstances. But there are times in which a decision needs to be made, and no doctor is God, and no doctor can guarantee anything. So they do what they can. So we look at it. But I've had situations where physicians have left, operated on the wrong body part, or prescribed the wrong medication, or failed to do a test that would have easily diagnosed the situation, and now because it's gone untreated, it's become a bigger medical issue. Those are the cases that we really focus on and try to do good work for. And listen, it doesn't matter what kind of case it is. If you're hurt, you think something's going on, the good news for you is the phone call is free, the consultation is free. In fact, retaining my services is no money out of pocket. I work on a contingency fee, meaning I get paid if and only if I'm successful for you. So there's no risk to you and your family, no reason whatsoever why you shouldn't have what you believe to be the best possible attorney working for you.
And that's the reason why I'm so proud of that, man, right there, people. Everybody who's watching me on Facebook see me actually spinning around right now in my chair. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give out the number, and I'm not going to stop until I see at least 50 people calling right now. I am David Annakie. I've been on this radio station over 20 years plus. This man has been on this radio station over 15 years plus. This man has served this community well over 15 years plus. He's the most celebrated personal injury attorney I know, okay? And you need him also. Every single one of you out there, if you're tuning into the station, turn your radios up. I want for you to dial a number, prove to me and Adam the way you have been also proving to Ruchi also, who checks the calls to see if you're actually loving and calling Adam, loving and calling this show. But I am saying this with my hands clasped. On a serious note, if you do get hurt in an accident, you need Adam Handler to go for the maximum compensation. I've heard many people say this and say that out there on this radio station and off this radio station, but truly, how many personal injury attorneys have you heard me vouch for, ladies and gentlemen, consistently? Even when Adam and I was not working, ask him. I send him cases. You know why? Because I know what it is that he can do. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, he has helped my mother in situation, my mother. So if I can trust him with my mother, what do you all think? All right. I remember people like Dale Getfield. He's out there in the community. All right.
Oh man, I gotta see that cat.
Mr. People's Choice Furniture. You know? Yeah. So this is no joke. This is the real.
That was like one of my first big cases. Oh my God.
Yeah, Dale Getfield, People's Choice Furniture. You know, my mother. So, ladies and gentlemen, David Annakie, I'm not giving you no bull crap. I'm not talking no TIHS out my ASS. I am just giving it a real deal. The man, the case handler. Who are you going to call? The case handler. Now, let me give out the number. All right. And I want everybody to dial the number now. Okay, we're live. Okay, it's a Tuesday, but I need to see that you're dialing the number. How do you prove that to Adam and myself? Adam, the case handler? You dial this number. You ready? 844-774-3529. You ready again? Let me be slow. 844-774-3529. Dial the number now. Let it ring for a few. That's how it gets registered. It gets registered with the attorney. When you dial that number, let it ring for about 20 seconds. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. It's a toll-free number, easily remembered, 844-PPID-LAW. That's 844-PPID-LAW. PPID means Pollack, Isaac, and the sequel. All right? That's 844-774-3529. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome, and this has been an attorney advertisement. But if I were you, wouldn't you want to go with the case handler when you get hurt? Who are you going to call? The case handler. If you want the maximum compensation, not someone who's going to settle with what the insurance company is giving you. No, someone who's going to fight us. He deserves more. Go with the case handler. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Dial like all the other people calling right now. Adam Handler, phone lines are blowing up, man. Want to say thank you so much for being right here on this radio station, right here on Facebook Live, and also, of course, all over the internet. It's also going to be on YouTube. So make sure you just search keyword case handler. You'll find him. You'll find Squeeze also. That's one of the keywords. Thank you so much, Adam. I'm going to let you cruise on into work in that mobile. All right?
My brother, thank you so much for the endorsement. I appreciate it.
Catch up with you later on, man. There you have it, folks. The case handler. We're cruising with the case handler each and every single weekday morning around this time, around a little bit after 8 o'clock. And make sure you reach out to them on a very serious note. Call them, all right? They also handle immigration, the law firm, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. They do handle immigration. They do handle real estate and quite a few other areas of law. So make sure you reach out to them. Solid, good firm, in my opinion. Make that call right now, 844-774-3529. Thank you all so much for joining us right here. And that's the case handler. Catch up with him again real soon.